In this week's video, I want to talk about what success looks like as a health coach. And the reason I want to talk about this is because success looks different to everyone, and it means something different to everyone. So recently I had written a post on Facebook and Instagram and was talking and said, and really put it as a quote of stop trying to fit your success into someone else's box. And I'm a huge believer of this because I think it's something that had kept me stuck for a really long time in my life, where I thought that my life, my success had to look a certain way, and it really kept me stuck. I was looking at other people, seeing what they were doing. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing this. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing it this way. Maybe I should want these certain things in my life. And it kept me stuck because I wasn't actually finding what I truly wanted. And that's why I want to dive into this week in this video so that you can get clear on what success looks like for you so that you can create it, okay? So the very first piece of this is, once again, recognizing that your success does not have to look like anyone else's. And a lot of times we have certain things that we're told make us successful or we think equals success. And it may look like living a certain life, having a certain house, having kids, having a certain partner, like having a certain amount of money, like all these different things. And so just take all of that and throw it away for a little bit and stop thinking about what everyone else is doing or what you think you should be doing based on what we're told by society. And what I want you to tap into first is, what does success look like for you? And what this really means is knowing what you want in life and what does your dream life or your most desired life look like for you. And I think it's tricky to really get clear on this because so many of us are basing it off of what other people are doing or what we think we should be doing, especially now with social media, when we can see like what everyone else is up to, and we may look at what other people are doing and thinking like, oh, that looks like success, that looks like what I should want to be doing. But is it what you really want to be doing? So one thing that I think is like a great example is when I was first starting my business, I thought like I wanted to be totally location independent and be traveling like all the time. And I'd look at all these people and they were traveling all over the world. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. And the thing is, like, I do like travel and I do think it's amazing, but I also know, and from experience, that I don't want to be a digital nomad. I don't want to not have a home base and just kind of be traveling all different places at all different times. Like, that's not really what I want for my life and not what feels good to me. And so I think that was like a big realization for me as well. Like, what does success, what does my desired life really look like for me? And part of that is definitely having a home base. And yes, being able to travel whenever and for as long as I want. But things like this, like, just get really clear on, because you can see like all these other things that people have or the things they're doing, but it may not be what we really truly want. So tap into that, okay? And I think knowing that your journey to success or to what you want in life is a never-ending journey, and that a huge part of the journey is actually figuring out what you don't want in life, okay? And recognizing, like, having these experiences that may be negative, that are like, okay, this is not what I want. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job, whatever it is. A lot of times we have to go through what we don't want in life to figure out what we do want in life. And I think this is actually a really good thing. But I think there's a lot of like shame around this, like, oh my gosh, I picked the wrong partner, I picked the wrong job, I'm changing my mind as far as what my career is. I think this is what we're meant to be doing. I had listened or heard like a really great podcast that Elizabeth Gilbert was on, actually, I think being interviewed by Oprah. And she was talking about how a lot of times we're told that we're supposed to have one career in life and know what we're meant to be doing our whole life. And we think that that's how it's supposed to be. Whereas for most people, what happens is you follow your curiosity, you follow the things you're interested in, and that ends up leading you where you're meant to be going. And sometimes we're meant to be doing different things in different times in our life, and we're not meant to just be doing one thing. We might be curious about something for a while and we try it out, and then we're like, okay, maybe that's not what I'm meant to be doing. Maybe I'm meant to be doing something else. But I think this is part of the journey. And so to stop judging your journey, and your journey is perfect, it's exactly what you were meant to go on, and exactly what has brought you to where you are now, which is the perfect place to decide where you want to go from here. Okay. So embracing the journey, allowing success to be twisty, turny, curvy, and not be one straight line, because most people's lives do not look like that. Okay. So just really knowing, like, changing your mind is okay. So I think this is different than just giving up because something is hard. Like, there's a huge difference between giving up because something is hard and you're not willing to do the work, and you're just like, it's too hard, versus like, this is really not what I'm meant to be doing, or really not what I want to be doing anymore, and I want to be doing something different. Okay. So the second piece is really tapping into what your dream life looks like for you. Okay. And I think getting into the details of this, like, what's your dream partner? What's your dream relationship look like? Your career? How much money are you making? What does your home look like? Your health, adventure and travel. What are you doing? What are your hobbies? What about kids and family? All of these pieces, and really knowing what it is that you want, because that is your definition of success for you, creating those things for you. Success is not based off of what everyone else has, what everyone else wants. It's what you want for yourself. And so I would actually take a little time and write these things out, as far as what is your dream partnership, or relationship, career, money, home, health, adventure and travel, kids, family, maybe spirituality and personal development is another piece. But really, like, write out all the things that are super important to you and get clear on this, because this, your desired life, your dream life, the things you really want for yourself and that are most important, that's your definition of success. So that's what you want to be reaching towards, going for those things. And so getting clear on that is super important. I would take out a journal, write it all down. It's super powerful. Getting it down on paper is super powerful. Okay. And then what you want to do to start moving toward the success you want is to pick one of these areas, maybe the one that's the most important or the one that's most out of alignment for you right now, and decide that you're going to move forward in this. You're going to take action steps towards what it is you really want, and get clear on what that first step is. Okay. Our whole life is created by taking little baby mini steps, and it's all the steps that add up to lead us to where we are now. And so just get clear on what is that first step that you have to take to move forward in that one area that you choose. So, often when we work on one area of our life, a lot of the other areas really follow along and follow suit, but it's hard to work on changing a bunch of different areas in your life. So you really want to pick one. And obviously, if it's your career and starting a coaching business, I think that is a great area to focus on. And for me, I have found that when I focused on that and I really had that priority for a while, that all the other areas of my life transformed and changed to help me create that goal. And so when you work on one area, like, everything else ripples out. So it works, but having that focus definitely helps so that you're not trying to do a million different things at once. Okay. So these are really the keys to creating your success by your definition in your life. And I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Like, What does success look like for you? Give me a bit of a snapshot of it. Maybe do a little journaling on it and let me know like what's the biggest thing that you want to work on right now. I'm guessing if you're here, career is a huge one and having a business that you really love. But let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up so I know that you want more content like this. Also, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel and you'll get new videos every week when I post them. And if you're looking for more guidance as far as actually creating the success you want when it comes to your coaching business, getting the income, getting the clients coming in, I have a free training that walks you through that. It's how to make money as a health coach, and I will link that training below this video. So thank you so much for joining me for this week's video. Go out there and create your definition of success for you. I can't wait to see what it looks like, and I will catch you in next week's video.